Behind every hospital door, beyond every emergency room, and through every sleepless night, there are nurses holding the healthcare system together. In the United States, nurses work long hours under intense pressure, often sacrificing their own health to care for others. From overcrowded hospitals to emotional burnout, many face exhausting shifts, staff shortages, and rising patient demands every single day. Some nurses work 12-hour shifts that stretch into 16, barely finding time to rest before starting all over again. Despite being called heroes, many still struggle with stress, mental fatigue, and a lack of support in the workplace. Yet through the chaos, they continue to save lives. They comfort strangers. They stand beside patients during their most painful moments. And they do it all with courage, compassion, and resilience. This is more than a profession. It is a sacrifice. Today, we take a closer look at the realities, struggles, and untold stories of nurses across the United States. Now that you've heard the reality behind the uniforms and the smiles, it's time to see what nurses in the United States truly go through every day. From exhausting hospital shifts to emotional battles behind closed doors, this story reveals the unseen side of healthcare. So, without wasting any time, let's move straight into the video. Clapperboard.
I'm a nurse in Florida and I live paycheck to paycheck. I provide for myself and my child financially, and I'm sitting here on an hourly wage that I can barely pay my bills or save any money. We live in a very high market and high economy in a very popular city that's very expensive. However, pay-wise, that is not adjusting. The math ain't mathin'. I'm sitting here as a parent on a single income household trying to make ends meet, trying to pay my bills. I'm literally living to work. And I would dare to say it's almost impossible to survive on a single income, even without a kid in this economy, with the hourly rate that we make, without working an insane amount of overtime or without working multiple jobs. And I'm not making this video to complain and moan about the issue. I'm making this video to bring awareness. A lot of other nurses are bringing awareness too. I'm sitting here having an opinion and I'm gonna share it. Something has got to give and something has got to change, because a lot of us love our jobs. I love my job as a nurse. I really enjoy what I do. I think it's one of the best decisions I ever made to go get my license. However, I feel like the compensation in the state that we live in is not fair wage. If rent was cheaper, groceries were cheaper, gas was cheaper, the place we live was cheaper, we'd all be probably a lot better off, but that's not the case. Keeps going up and our pay is not. So make it make sense.
I used to be a nurse in Miami for like 2 years, and now I'm a nurse in LA, and when I tell you, you could not pay me to go back to Miami and nurse there, I mean it. You literally cannot pay me. On my lunch break, I went and got kava for me and my charge nurse, because he's an angel and always takes care of me. But yeah, your body is not meant to be going 12 hours with no water and no breaks. Like, I literally can never go back. I can't live anywhere else besides here. I just can't. And don't get me wrong, I love Miami. Literally such a fun city, a good way to meet people and do all that, but the nursing is like night and day compared to Cali nurses and Miami nurses. Like, you are left for the wolves in Miami. I can't speak for other parts of Florida, but Miami, brutal.
Okay, what does nursing in the U.S. look like, and what's the pay? Let's start from what does it look like. In bedside aspect, you get lesser patients compared to like the UK where I used to work. So most times you get 1 to 5 patients during the night and 1 to 4 during the day, depending on the states, depending on the hospitals. Most times it's like that. However, when you are short, they can give you 1 more extra. When you are short, most times you would just get your 4 during the day and your 5 at night. Some hospitals might be different, but I tell you, most hospitals, that is the patient to nurse ratio. So in that way, it might be less stressful, because in the UK, I used to have more patients. However, I also think here you delegate duties a lot. Like, you get the EKG technicians coming to take your EKGs. Some hospitals, nurses are expected to do that. But if you work in all those big hospitals, you get an EKG technician. Respiratory therapists will come and nebulize your patient. Wound care nurse will come and do dressing most of the times. However, there are some dressings they will tell you to do, but most times they come for their round and they do dressings for everybody. But sometimes they tell you to do some, they answer of some. So all those things will kind of take the stress off you as a nurse. You're expected to face your nursing work. Unlike some other countries I've worked, sometimes you're even expected to bath patient, change bed sheets, and do all those kind of things. Yeah, the CNAs do all those things, but you are expected, if they need help and you are less busy, you can help them. Yes, you should be helping each other. It's a teamwork, but at least most times you concentrate more on your nursing work. And so that kind of thing, I would say, is a little more less stressful compared to the other one, to the other country I spoke about. However, also, I think you have more critical thinking skills you have to use here, because you are the center of everything. Doctors are calling you for this. This is calling you. Are expected to do so many things, work with case management, work with PTOT, answer so many questions about your patient. Like, you are the center of attraction as a nurse here. So if there's a critical lab, you are the one that should interpret that to the doctors, like call the doctors about it. So I think you have more responsibility. Your brain has to be working. You have to so many things. Like, you are in control, and they expect that of you to do highly of yourself and make use of your nursing skills and critical thinking skills. So in that aspect, I think much is expected of a US nurse. However, apart from being a bedside, most of people here are nurse practitioners. Everybody's reading. I like that vibe. Even now, I'm beginning to feel that I'm left behind. So everybody's trying to read, trying to be doctors of nursing practice. That kind of vibe is here. So that is how nursing in the US look like. It's kind of like you're trying and you're striving. You're not just like, I want to be myself, and then, although some people are like that, but most people want to ask for more. Pay is good, depending on the years of experience, depending on the state. There are some states that their pay is very terrible. So most states will pay more according to your years of experience. Unlike the UK, band 5 is band 5, band 6 is band 6, no matter the years of experience. Yeah, they consider your years of experience, the kind of hospitals you work, so pay and your bargaining power. So you can be 20 in the same unit and your pay is very different. They also pay us every 2 weeks, so which is good. Before you finish spending one, another one has come. That 1 month thing is very long ago. You will have finished spending it and you'll be thinking, hey, when will 1 month come? But every 2 weeks, some weeks in a month, you even have 5 weeks. So that means you get paid 1 week extra. Sometimes it happens like that. So the pay is good depending on whatever. So compared to it, the pay is better, although cost of living there might be higher, but however, it's still more. You still save better, you still save more, and there's still money. Okay, and you can take a lot of extra, especially if you are not a travel nurse or you work as a float nurse or internal agencies. Oh my God, you earn so well. So, anything. Take care. Bye. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
I never thought I would be making a video like this, but America, we need your help. We are nurses. We're awake. And we see the corruption that's happening in the healthcare system every single day. And we're finally seeing what decades of profit-first business decisions have done to our communities. Our nation is sick. Our nation is lost. And none of that happened by accident. It was engineered by the system to profit off of all of us suffering. We've tried to fix this at the state level. We've tried as unions. We've begged, marched, testified, and every single time we've been silenced. I stand here for those who have lost their life to the system, for the families who never got their answers, and for patients who trusted a system that betrayed them. This isn't just a nursing issue. This isn't just a hospital problem. This is a national crisis. We, the people, need to take back our healthcare system. Every American is affected by this. Every family, every community. And if we don't stand up today, more lives will be lost. More nurses will break. More patients will suffer. We've launched a national petition for federal laws to protect nurses and to protect patients. Please stand with us. Sign the petition, share the...
My fellow nurses, do you guys think the UK values its nurses? A lot of nurses in my comments don't actually tend to take their breaks because they're so understaffed. Like, imagine going 12 hours without taking a break. How are you supposed to look after people when you aren't looking after yourself? We all know that we're getting that pay rise in August, 3.6, but it's not even keeping up with the cost of inflation. And hearing a lot that nurses are working full-time and picking up overtime, as well as having to claim universal credit, guys. Like, people are out here struggling. Nurses are out here struggling. So I was doing a bit of digging in regards to pay in other countries, and Australia has an average of 45,000 to 65,000, and even if you go to like bigger cities, you can earn over 70k. And then Canada, 45 to 75k. United States, 60k to 90k plus. Some nurses even earn up to 100k. And then in the UK, we earn, well, a band 5, 28,000 to 34,000. Obviously, if you live in London, it's a little bit higher just because of the cost of living out there. A lot of you guys in my comments are saying that we're underpaid, the workload is a lot, and you guys are missing your breaks and the conditions are getting worse. Do you guys agree with all of this? And how do you think we can make this better?
As we come to the end of this video, one thing remains clear: nurses are among the strongest and most dedicated people in our society. Behind every patient cared for, every life saved, and every difficult night survived, there is a nurse giving their all. Their struggles, sacrifices, and commitment deserve not only recognition, but respect and support as well. If this video opened your eyes or taught you something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful and informative stories like this. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update, because I'm always on my way to get more insightful updates just for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Clapperboard.